Hello. Okay, so we're gonna do some quick videos, and I'm gonna just call them like troubleshooting videos. I feel like I had to get to know my lashes and encourage you to do the same thing, but I wanted to share with you the tricks and tips that I found that really made the difference, where my lashes were comfortable, they stayed on, I didn't have any of the annoyance I kind of had at first. If we can avoid that for you, then that's what I want, so hold tight. I have just put like a base on, and I did put concealer. I know the light's bad in here, sorry. I did put some concealer and powder just on my eyes. I usually don't wear shadow. If you do, great, go ahead and do that. Some people say that really having that nice base makes a difference for the liner to stay on, and I can't confirm or deny that yet, but anyway, make sure they're dry. If you use an oil makeup remover, try and do it the night before, because that really can make the liner slide off. All right, so I have this little pot here. This actually is from Tory Bell. It came with my affiliate kit. I was excited about it because I use it for my brows, but I'm just gonna do a little, look, you can see I have some left from yesterday because I didn't really wash it off very well. Underneath, your lashes look more natural if there's a little lining underneath. I had a really hard time. I didn't wear a liner before, and so it felt super stark to me, but I noticed that when I line just a little bit, I don't do the whole thing, you can if you want. It's a little bit more natural look, and sometimes my eyes look closed if I do the whole under eye. So I don't, I just do a little bit to give it. And then I am gonna take this liner and so pull your, like you get a straight line, and we'll do that when we do the magnetic liner too. This is not magnetic liner. This is a normal liner. You can use whatever normal liner you have. Just kind of sets a little bit of a foundation, a base for your magnetic liner. Okay, do my other eye. And sometimes I'm messy and it gets thicker than I really want it to be, but when I get my lashes on, it doesn't really matter. So, and this is actually a dark brown. It isn't black. And again, that harsh black line for me is a little bit foreign, so I was happy to have the brown both underneath and on the top. Okay, so there's that. Again, you can use any sort of liner. Look, it doesn't look very good right there. I don't think it will matter. And maybe a concealer and a little bit of powder on your lids before you line them. Okay, so now I'm going to get my magnetic liner, and I'm going to line literally like on top of my lashes. That's because I don't want that strong black line. And I found that I'd rather have a smaller line and have my lashes stick more to my lashes. My magnetic lashes stick more to my lashes than my eyelid, and it just worked better for me. So a lot of people, they do it right in that same lash line, their magnetic liner, and that's what they count on. I found I really liked a little more natural look by putting it on my lashes. And then I'm going to go with my regular mascara and just do a little swoop. Not much, not like I used to wear, on my bottom and top. And you can see why, because they now have some makeup on them and some powder, and they will, not necessarily, but they may show and make my other lashes not stand out. It just won't look as flawless. So hold, I'm gonna do that. Nope, I'm gonna leave it running. Okay, so I have the mascara and liner in two. It's a little bit wetter of a formula, and the only reason I got this is because the other one was out of stock and I didn't want to wait. It seems fine. Supposedly it's just a little bit wetter. It might be a benefit to you if you want to try the mascara. I will probably just turn it. You can use this wand on both sides, so I'll just use up this side and then use the other side or switch it part way. Okay, one thing I did not do before is stir up and shake up my liner. So there's little magnetic particles in there, and if they don't get on your brush, they're not gonna get on your eye and they're not gonna stick. So that was something I didn't learn for a few days. The other thing I was told is to not wipe it on the edge like you normally would. If you have too much, you can just dab it on a piece of toilet paper or something. All right, try and do this. I know it's hard for you to see, but I have to look in the mirror, not the phone. And my, it feels very wet, so I have a tendency to want to blink like as I'm putting it on. Very sloppy. I didn't actually do it this time. Okay, other thing is make sure you either, like after I've done it, it's about like, oh, that's the amount I want on there. So I'm always tempted to go right to my other eye. So unless you have a side that you haven't used and you're confident it has enough magnetic on there, I would just redip to make sure. That way you don't get one eye that has the magnetics on it and the other one that didn't get any because it all came off on that one. So again, I'm going right like on my lashes, not even really my eyelid. And that's just a personal thing because I want less of a harsh line. It's still on there, but it's not nearly as thick as it got when I was trying to put it on my lid. So, it's hard to tell because of my... Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. While I let it dry, I'm gonna put on my normal mascara very, very slightly. Just to kind of fan out my normal lashes, my natural lashes, and make sure that they don't have that whitish look to them that came from my powder that I put on my, when I was doing my face. Doing my lowers, just like I normally do. It's very important that your what's it called? Liner dries. If it doesn't dry, then the lashes, the magnets might stick, but they'll be sticking to the liner instead of the magnets having a chance to hold. So, you know, start with your liner, and when you get to a place in your routine, you know, when you can take a minute to do your hair or something else, brush your teeth, whatever, and let it really dry. And then you want to do at least one more coat, and you'll kind of get to know what you need to feel comfortable. But let it dry. I'll just speed up parts of the video. And I'm always scared to touch it. Not for any reason that makes sense, but just because I have a history of smearing stuff everywhere, and then having to go in and clean it up. And so, but you just want to make sure that you're dry. I am getting a little bit of residue, but I think it's from my mascara and not the liner. So if you need to, you can hit it with a blow dryer and for just a little bit to make sure that you're dry and ready for another coat. Okay, I think I'm ready. Wrong side. I'm just gonna go on my lashes. This is not what most people tell you to do, but I'm a messy liner lady, and that visual, whether it's no different than how most people put their liner on, was better for me to think about it going on. Like, here's my normal lash on my lash instead of on my, that doesn't even make sense, my lid. So, okay, I'll let it dry. Maybe I'll get the dryer out. Okay, so normally I would just like brush my teeth, finish my hair, whatever, do my brows during that time, but I didn't. I've done that one before. So I still don't think I'm quite ready. Maybe I am. Okay. Okay, here's the fun part. So I've got my 9 to 5s right here. I have trimmed them, which we can talk about another time. And I'm gonna place it more to the outside edge. I made the mistake early on of trying to go clear here to clear out here. That's before I trimmed them. And they stay on so much better and are way more comfortable if you kind of go just like to the edge, right where my nail is pointing, of your pupil and over. They just stay on so much better. And they just fit. They feel so good. So, actually, I don't know if you can see, but I feel like I might want to open it up a tiny bit more and move it to my right just a little. Okay. Okay, that's on it. It feels really good. I do use anchors, and I just feel better having them on. Okay, for your anchors, you want it to be like a cup, like a dish like this, because then when you put it up to your eye, it's going to go right along with your natural lash line. I don't know if you can see that. I think there's a way to make it focus in on that. Okay, you can't see it very well. Anyway, there's a little magnet. And I just tilt my tweezers down so that it is like following the natural lift of the lash, and slide it in and it just grabs right on. So I have a really nice strong little hold underneath, and I did it on the very farthest magnet, and I'll do one on the most inward magnet. Sometimes I have to adjust them a little bit if I get them a little bit too far in and they're a little tiny bit pinchy. There you go. That's it. I feel like it's hard to see. Just a really natural look. I don't feel like my line is too harsh. I see some other problems in my other makeup I should have taken more time on. Little hair issues, but yeah, it feels good, it feels comfortable. I think we're set. So I'm gonna put my other one on, and would love to, yeah, hopefully those tips help. I know it seems like a lot when you're just like, I just wanna get my lash on, but take the time to set that palette, that foundation to be a nice, smooth, dry, or it doesn't work out as well, and then you end up making lots of black messes all over your face and giving up and being frustrated. Okay. So this does not seem like it's sticking. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so sometimes you just have to play with it. The thing that's really nice about the liner is that it dries. Like normally your liner would be wet and you'd make a mess, but if it's dry, you can touch it and you can reposition the lash if it's not quite in the right spot, so you get it right where you want it and it's comfortable. I had a tendency to not want to touch it once it was set, and it didn't work very well. So if it doesn't feel comfortable, just take it off and try it again, and that will help you know too if it's sticking or if you need another coat. If you need another coat, it's totally fine. Just make sure that you shake it up Okay, got my little outfit anchor on. Grab one more for the inside. And sorry this turned out to be so long. I was going to do it in smaller videos, but then that seems kind of annoying too. So hopefully you can get what you need, and maybe I'll cut it up so that it won't be as long in the future. Okay, happy lashing. Thank you so much for trying Tori Bell lashes. I hope that you have courage to try other styles, and when you figure out how to use the ones you've got, then you'll be happy and ready to try some other ones. Sorry, I just saw a problem. Nothing to do with my lashes, more to do with my lack of liner aptitude. All right, have a wonderful day, and please let me know if you have questions. Thank you.